UUs have been at the forefront of reproductive justice for well over a century. Here at Red River and throughout UU congregations in Texas, we are part of Texas Freedom Network's Just Texas project through our Justice Ministry and Side with Love, a grassroots movement for progressive people of faith dedicated to reproductive freedom. A reproductive justice congregation publicly commits to bodily autonomy, free and shame-free reproductive choices, and equitable access to comprehensive health care. The three principles upheld by reproductive justice congregations are: we trust and respect women and people who can become pregnant. We promise that people who attend our congregation will be free from stigma, shame, or judgment for their reproductive decisions, including abortion. We believe that access to comprehensive and affordable reproductive health services, including abortion, is a moral and social good. The RFC designation is a first-of-its-kind initiative to organize communities of faith in a mission to speak out in support of reproductive rights, health, and justice. This designation aims to change a toxic culture surrounding abortion and reproductive health care in Texas. With 25 congregations on board, including ours, and more than 100 engaged in the long process of conversation and education with their members. These churches use educational frameworks, advocacy, and pastoral care rooted in the UUA reproductive resources to support reproductive rights. To that end, the UUA General Assembly made several successive policy decisions to prioritize the fight for reproductive justice, beginning with a 2012 GA resolution. The Side with Love campaign organizes alongside partners and communities to defend those freedoms, challenge systems of harms, and cultivate a world where all bodies are honored, all people belong, and everyone can live openly, safely, and fully. In 2015, the UUGA released our Statement of Conscience on Reproductive Justice, officially tying bodily autonomy to our principles of inherent worth and the right of conscience, to codify this issue as a major tenet of our faith tradition. This step was crucial to the legal fight against any state or federal policies that violate our religious freedoms. Why? Because in 1993, the Religious Freedom Restoration Act calls for the protection of all religious beliefs, including our belief in reproductive choice and bodily autonomy. Although the RFRA has mostly been used to protect conservative Christian ideologies discriminating against family planning, abortion access, people with disabilities, and the LGBTQIA community, a 2023 University of Cincinnati Law Review case study cited the UUA's overt and codified tenet of bodily autonomy as a major advantage to leveraging the RFRA to advance progressive policy. This study went on to posit that between our roots in Christian tradition and our firmly held religious beliefs, the UUA, out of all religions and faith traditions, has the very best chance of putting forth real challenges to abortion laws under the same RFRA laws used to discriminate against so many of our brothers and sisters. Following the catastrophic 2022 Dobbs decision, activism work includes We Do Not Consent campaigns following the UUGA resolution to organize, witness, network, educate, and fundraise to build systems and influence policy to protect reproductive health care for all people. Legal challenges, legislative policy suggestions, and voting campaigns are also part of our fight for our religious freedom to choose what is best for our own bodies, minds, and families. The UU Women's Federation directly supports measures to continue funding the single largest reproductive health care organization in the country, Planned Parenthood. This resource is invaluable to anyone and everyone seeking low-cost family planning, cancer screenings, education, and other resources. Despite claims from the right, the vast majority of Planned Parenthood's activities are designed to prevent unwanted pregnancies and provide a vast number of other health resources. Personally, I was a patient at Planned Parenthood for over 20 years, where I received birth control, STD testing, well woman's exam, and treatment for cervical cancer. They never once asked me about an abortion because they made sure I would never need one. And that is the definition of reproductive justice at work.